Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley, also known as Aashwarr Plays, and it's been a cute little minute since I posted a YouTube video. I will admit it's been quite some time. But if you aren't checking my community post section on my YouTube channel, I have mentioned there that I've taken a small break from YouTube to completely revamp my PC setup. I also took this opportunity to completely redo my mods folder from scratch. So that meant adding all of my mods back one by one and evaluating which mods I wanted to keep and then which mods I wanted to delete. So I am happy to announce that this process was so worth it. My game runs so much smoother. I can go into build mode without having to crash out because it's no longer laggy for me. So if you are someone that's been contemplating on redoing your mods folder or just giving it a good deep clean, let this be your sign. I do have a video on my YouTube channel where I go over how to clean and organize your mods folder. So if you're interested, I will have it linked in the description down below. I would definitely recommend checking it out. But since it has been a while since I've done some gameplay, I have also downloaded some new mods that I want to showcase in today's video. And so for today's video, we are going to be using my model sim. This is Chastity Jones and her husband Cameron. So if you're looking for a series to watch, I would recommend my Keeping Up with the Joneses Let's Play series. That is my baby right there. Love that series down. But I'm gonna stop yapping and we're gonna jump right into the showcase. All right, the first mod I want to showcase isn't even a mod, it is a program, and it's only available for Windows users. But the main function for this program is to keep your mods folder tidy, safe, and up to date. It can also auto clean cache files, fix duplicates and outdated mods, and also install new mods with drag and drop or auto mods. It is super easy to install this program. All you're going to do is download this zip file, and then in your downloads folder, extract the file, and then you will double click on Clean Launcher, and then you should have a pop-up to install the program into your computer. And so when you open up the Clean Launcher, this is what it should look like. We can scan our mods folder to search for buried, duplicate, or missing mod files. You can drag your downloaded mods into this installer right here and it will do all the work for you. This also works with tray files and saves as well. You can also create backup files. So if you click More, and then go down to utilities, you can create a backup file of your mods folder, also a backup of all your saves, your tray files, or you have the option to do all of them. And I think that this is really convenient, especially before a game update. And so what I primarily use this program for is to scan my mods folder. So we're gonna click this and we're gonna give the program a little minute to scan my folder. And as you can see here, we have a few issues detected. It looks like we have some error logs. It looks like we have some unused files and folders. And then we also need to clear our local thumb cache. And so if we go through these many categories, we can tackle the issues. So we don't have any zipped files. We don't have any buried mods, and we also don't have any duplicate files. But prior to restarting my mods folder, I had so many duplicate files, y'all, and majority of them were like build by CC. Checking the game health status, we do have a few error logs here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna review and fix. First thing we're gonna do is delete the cache. Then we are going to look at our error logs. It looks like we have a last exception. I'm going to remove that. And then we are going to delete any clutter that we have in our game. And once we're done with that, I'm going to scan the folder one more time to see if we have any issues. And it looks like we have no critical issues found in my mods folder. So after I do this, then I will select Clean and launch The Sims 4. And then that is how I typically open my Sims 4 game. The next mod I want to showcase is Better World Select, made by Sematically, and this completely overhauls the UI for selecting a sim world. There are a lot of very helpful features, such as adjusting the UI size of the worlds, so you can make them bigger or you can make them smaller. I like how it is by default. I currently have the names toggled on for the worlds, but you can turn them off so that they only show up when you hover over the world. But we're gonna turn that back on. You also have the option to reorder your worlds. And if you want some more customization, we also have the option to enable prioritizing played worlds. And this dynamically displays worlds with played households first, sorting them by household count. And so I'm very curious to see what worlds I play most in this save file. So we're gonna select that and see. save our changes. So it looks like we have the most households living in Brindleton Bay, Delso Valley, Evergreen Arbor, Oasis Springs, Windenburg, San Myshuno, Copperdale, San Sequoia. Yeah, that checks out. These are pretty much all the worlds that I mainly play with in most of my Let's Play series. But if you only want these worlds to show up, we also have the option to do that. So I'm gonna select a few that I'm not playing with, such as Ravenwood. I'm never there. Strangerville would be probably another one I don't see myself gravitating towards. I do plan on playing a Chestnut Ridge in the future, but just not now. Same with Tartosa, Ciudad, Enrada, Tamarang, Nordhaven, and Gibby Point. All right, we're going to save the changes. And so now only the worlds that I play mostly in will show up here. All right, we are loading into the Jones household. And as you can see here, I do have a new loading screen. Well, it's not new for me, but I don't think I've actually touched on it on my channel, but this is another mod made by Somatically, and what I love about it is that it's animated and it's dynamic, so the background changes depending on the time of day. Right now it is currently around noon, and that is reflected here. The next mod is Instant Upgrade Objects, made by Samoka, and this mod instantly upgrades any upgradable object by a simple click of a button. And I know that might not actually seem realistic, but sometimes I like the look of certain objects such as like beds and appliances, but the quality isn't always up to par, and I usually get uncomfortable buffs from low quality objects, especially the microwave. In order to avoid that, all you need to do is select the upgrade option, and you should see this new interaction. It says instant upgrade, and so now this microwave is self-cleaning. It has a flavor enhancer installed as well as a coated interior. And so now if Cameron and Chastity were to use this microwave, they will no longer get an uncomfortable buff about their food being cold in the middle. It'll just come out perfect. The next few mods I'm going to be showcasing are animation overrides, starting off with the Freshen Up override made by Tiny Coffee Cups, who is a very talented simmer in the community. As the title implies, this mod overrides the Freshen Up interaction that your sim gets on the mirror. So we're going to have Chastity come in here and show off that new animation for us. But if you are a frequent viewer on my channel, you know how often I am using this Freshen Up interaction, and so I really like that we have a new animation for this, and I love it so much. She is using an animation made by Steven Studios as a replacement, but here is what the animation looks like. And of course, she still gets a 40 buff from this interaction. It says here, glamorous presence from feeling attractive after primping in the mirror. And there is a male version for this override as well. We're gonna have Cameron come here and use his floor length mirror for us. And sometimes they'll still do the default animation, but if you give it a bit of time, they'll go into the override animation. All right, there we go. This is the animation for the male sims. Oh my gosh, y'all. Their dog Ruby is sad because no one's paying attention to her. Okay, here, Chastity, come and pet her. Oh my gosh, she's underneath her dad. Okay, let me have her pet Ruby. And then of course, Cameron also gets that flirty buff. Tiny Coffee Cups also has a celebrity pose override. If your sim is a level 2 celebrity or higher, they have the interaction to pose for pictures. So we have several options to choose from, but there are 3 variants in total. One for male, one for female, and then one for generic sims. So if your sims do not have a gender assigned to them, they will do the generic pose, which will alternate between the 2 animations that you choose from. You have to select 2 animations, one for male, one for female. For the male sims, we have the classic male pose as well as the cool guy. And then for the female sims, you have 6 options to choose from. I chose the cool guy poses for my male sims and then the sexy glam for my female sims. Chastity is only a notable newcomer, so she does not have this interaction, but we will have Cameron pose for pictures for his wife, I guess. And here is what this animation looks like. Not she taking a picture of her man. Not she fangirling over her man. Honestly, that is a vibe. That is a vibe. There is one more animation override I want to go over, but first I want to go over a few food and drink overrides that I have in my game, starting off with the coffee and tea override. In this mod overrides all the coffees and teas that come from the tea brewer, the coffee maker, the electric kettle, as well as the espresso bar. So here are what the new variants of coffees look like. Very nice, very cute. We even have this cute little coffee logo for when your Sims go to the cafe. Here are a few more variants. We also have an override for the coffees to go. And then of course we have the teas, and look how beautiful these teas are. And just like any other override in your game, you can only have one version. So if you have any other coffee or tea override in your game, make sure that you remove it before you add this one. But we're going to add Chastity's kettle in her kitchen, and I'm gonna have her brew some tea just to show off one of the variants. I love this tea kettle. I believe it comes with the For Rent expansion pack. Oh, Chastity's birthday's coming up. I can't wait to film that. And as you can see in the parentheses, we have the moods that each tea will give your Sim. And so by default, you actually aren't able to see any of these moodlets. And so I have a mod by this. This is made by All Tea Moods, made by Loria. And this allows us to see the moods that each tea gives us. But even though Chastity isn't feeling tense, I'm gonna have her grab the chamomile tea. Hello? And then she burned her hands. As y'all can see here, her husband do not know personal space, but here's what the tea looks like. Oh, y'all so cute, but I gotta show off this tea. Okay, there it is. Isn't it so cute? This modder has another override that I love using in my game, and this is their cakes retextured override. This mod replaces several cakes that are in the game. Starting off with the base game cakes, we have the biscuit cake. So here's what the original looks like, and here is what the retextured cake looks like. Same with the strawberry. Look how much cuter the strawberry one is. Same with the confetti, and then same with the chocolate, as well as cakes from other expansion packs such as the matcha tea cake from Snowy Escape, the coconut cake from Island Living, the winter cake that comes with the free holiday DLC. And I think this is my favorite in-game cake. It is so pretty to me. But here are the rest of the variants. I'm actually shocked that Cameron has the ability to make the matcha tea cake, so we're gonna have him bake the cake for us. Because a little fun fact about Chastity is she just likes cooking. She does not enjoy it at all. So we're gonna have Cameron bake the cake for us. If he would stop staring at his wife. Is she about to look up woohoo techniques? Chastity. These Sims are so aggy, yo. Let me go check on her. You know what? This is actually perfect because I have an animation override for when your Sims are on the computer. Please be calm. Please be calm. Cameron begins to bite his lips in a suggestive manner, their eyes staring intensely into Chastity's. Chastity, there's nothing that I would love more than you right now. Do we have like a brief intermission, y'all? Why not? I haven't played with these Sims in months. Let me just let them have their little moment and then we will proceed with the mods. I apologize on their behalf. These two are very freaked out. This is pretty normal on the channel. But if you're interested in a Wicked Whims tutorial, I have that on my channel as well, so definitely check it out. Alright, Cameron and Chastity just got done hunching, so now I can quickly go over this animation override that I have in my game. This animation is made by Simkatu, and it changes the animation of how the Sims interact with the computer. Cameron has finished up with the matcha tea cake, and look how pretty it is. So nice and detailed. And then for the final animation override I have in my game, this is the eating at the table override made by, of course, Simkatu. I feel like the Sims community is very familiar with Simkatu at this point. Just about all of my animation overrides are made by Simkatu, which is going to lead me to a few more mods made by this creator that I want to highlight. We are now going to dive into some gameplay / storytelling mods, starting off with Hangouts and Chat on the Bed by Simkatu. Now, this mod is still in early access, but it will be available for public access in about a week. This mod adds a new interaction on any double bed. As you can see here, it says hang out in chats with Cameron. We're gonna select that. And Chastity should come into the bedroom with Cameron. All right, we're waiting on Cameron to show up. And look at this interaction. Just ignore their shoes on the bed, y'all. Like, absolutely not. I can't believe they even had the audacity to do this, but just ignore it, okay? Just ignore it. But look how cute this interaction is. And as you can see here, their relationship is improving from this. And their fun and social meter also increases from this as well. But if we click on Cameron, we have a new buff. And it reads here, tell me everything from hanging out on the bed. Suddenly, every little detail became way more interesting. And we also got a pop-up from it as well. And it says here, Chastity and Cameron talked about work and Cameron mentioned getting along well with new co-workers. But yeah, I definitely see myself using the hell out of this mod. I think it is so adorable, especially for your Sims that are in relationships and even just platonic relationships as well. Like, I definitely could see like two girlfriends hanging out, having a cute little sleepover. So there is a lot of use with this mod, y'all. Ruby is moping around again. She said, y'all better give me some attention. I'm not playing with y'all. The animation also alters depending on your Sim's gender. So I actually want to have Cameron initiate the hangout this time. But here is the variant for male Sims. And again, please ignore their shoes being on the bed. Like, it's low-key pissing me off, but just ignore it. Just ignore it. I could definitely see Cameron doing this interaction with Chastity more than her. Just because Cameron is a yapper, y'all. Like, I can definitely see him talking Chastity's head off. I don't blame him though. Chastity fine as hell. I'd look at her face all day too. Y'all. We have got to pay attention to our dog. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the hangout and chat on the bed interaction. There are a few more mods that I like by SimCod2, including the reading in bed mod, where if your Sim has a book in your inventory, if you click on the bed, there is an option to read in bed. And SimCod2 also has a similar mod to this for toddler Sims, where the parent Sim or any guardian Sim are able to snuggle and read in bed with toddler Sims. The next few mods I'm going to showcase are really great for not only storytelling, but just adding more customization for your Sims. Starting off with the timelines mod made by Sim's World, and this mod allows you to assign an age to your Sim. It isn't dynamic, it isn't functional, it's just strictly for storytelling purposes and for you to keep track of how old your Sims are. I personally find this to be very helpful, especially if you play with long lifespans. Here are what the ages are sorted into. For the infant life stage, we have 1 to 11 months. For toddlers, we have 1 to 4 years. Children, 5 to 12 years. Teens, 13 to 19 years. Young adults, 20 to 24 years. However, personally, I imagine that the young adult lifespan is a lot longer than this. Sim's World did make an add-on where the early adulthood, which is 25 to 39 years, is also available for young adults. For the adults, there are 2 different categories to choose from. The early adulthood, like I have mentioned, and then we have middle age, which ranges from 40 to 59 years, and then we have our elders, which ranges from 60 to 75 years. Again, this mod is only for storytelling purposes. It does not impact your Sim's aging. You will have to manually update their age. And so to assign your Sim's age, all you need to do is shift click on your Sim, select the timelines interaction. Chastity and Cameron are both 27 years old, and so we're gonna go into the early adulthood category and select that for both of them. And now that we've done that, if we click on our Sim's Simology panel, we can now see Chastity and Cameron's age displayed here. Another mod that I want to cover is the Romantica mod, also made by Sim's World. And this mod allows you to assign your Sims a lover type. There are 6 lover types to choose from, and they all come with 7 social interactions each. We have passionate, gentle, spicy, possessive, spoiled, and nonchalant lover. And then there's also an additional lover type. I think it is called lovey-dovey. And this just adds 10 more romantic interactions for your Sims to do. And so just like the timelines mod, in order to assign your Sim a lover type, you will shift click your Sim, and then you will click on the Romantica category and then choose the lover that you want your Sim to be. I think I want Cameron to be a passionate lover. Yeah, he loves his wife bad, y'all. He's very passionate about his wife. And then as for Chastity, I kind of want her to be a spicy lover. I do imagine that she's also a spoiled lover, but based on the interactions that I saw, I just felt like they were a bit too intense for Chastity. I'll add it just to show you guys what I mean, but one thing I do like about this mod is that you can add more than one lover type. So we'll add the spoiled lover as well as spicy lover, because I think that this is more in line with Chastity. And so now if we click on Cameron and we go to the romance category, we have lovey-dovey, spicy lover, and spoiled lover. If we click on spoiled lover, here are some of the interactions that we can do. You should be spoiling me just because I exist. Being treated like royalty should be the standard. I want you to drop everything and give me attention. Okay, wait. Low-key, these actually kind of do fit her. We're gonna do a spicy interaction with Cameron. Careful, that mouth will get you in trouble. Don't look at me like that unless you want to get hit. You look so good right now. That's dangerous. I'm gonna select this one. I want to see how Cameron reacts to that. Hopefully they don't hunt you again. Oh, what did he just do back? Oh gosh. Looks like they're both very satisfied in their relationship. Oh, he said then come do something about it. Oh, he got a confident buff from it. I look too good to behave from being checked out by a spicy sim. Cameron knows they look good. Every other sim is just noticing. Period. Okay, what did he do? Oh, he's complimenting her. That's so sweet. Okay, let's have Cameron do a passionate lover interaction. Darling, you're the center of my universe. Do you have any idea what you do to me? I've never wanted anyone like I wanted you. Look at you. How am I supposed to focus when you look like this? I love Imsum's World Bad, y'all. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, Chastity said, well, you don't gotta focus on anything else, baby. I'm right here. Oh my gosh. All right, let me see what buff Chastity got from that. Oh, she got a flirty buff from it. A distraction? Chastity can't help it if they're a distraction. They know they look good, but the way it was said, yeah, they're feeling themselves now. Hearing praise of exclusive relationship? I would hope so. Y'all are married, but okay. All right, y'all, so that is pretty much it for the Romantica mod, and I think it provides more fleshed out romantic interactions for your sims to do. We have another mini mod to add some more customization and personality to your sims. This is the Ready or Not mod made by Honest Sims. And again, it is strictly for storytelling purposes, but it allows you to select whether your sim is ready to be in a relationship or stay single. Now, Cameron and Chastity are already married, so this mod necessarily wouldn't be for them, but I definitely think this mod would be perfect for single sims. To assign whether your sim is ready or not for a relationship, you will shift click them again and look for the Ready or Not interaction. Here is the option to stay single or be in a relationship. And as you can see here, very similar to the previous two mods that I showed, we now have a pop-up to let you know whether your sim is ready or not to be in a relationship. Hence the title of the mod name. All right, had to close my game real quickly to download a mod. So we did go back in time a bit because I didn't save, but I'm ready to show off the final storytelling mod for you guys. This is the Lines and Limits mod made by Anna Sims. And with this mod, your sims can now set boundaries with their partner or even cross that boundary. And so if you're looking to add a little bit of chaos, a little bit of mess into your sims storylines, I would highly recommend this mod, especially if you have some couples that are a little bit on rocky terms. I don't think Chastity and Cameron are the perfect sims to show off this particular mod just because they are in a very happy and healthy relationship, but I'm still gonna show it off because I got plans with this mod, y'all. I got plans. So here's where you'll find the mod. It is located in the relationships category, and we have two subcategories to choose from. We can either set a boundary, and in here we have 5 new interactions. We can tell our sims partner that we either need space, we need things to change between us, we want to move forward with the relationship, I'm not ready for that yet, or please respect my decision. I think this mod is perfect for Sims that are dating. Maybe they're casually dating a Sim and they want to move forward and make things serious, or maybe their partner is spamming a lot of romance interactions and your Sim is just not ready to commit. And then as for the cross-align interactions, we have some pretty toxic interactions here that your Sims can do with their partner. We can say not everything is about your feelings. You don't care enough. It's not that serious. This would make me crash out. I'm not gonna lie. I hate hearing this. And then you're always the problem. I don't think I'm gonna have Chastity do any of these just because I feel like that's a little bit out of character for Chastity. But if she were to do any of these interactions, she probably would do this one and tell Cameron that she needs a bit of space.
Penavi Baima Merkid? Huh? Chilu.
Oh, okay. It went well, surprisingly. Okay, so she has a proud buff from it. Putting myself first. That wasn't easy to say, but it needed to be said. And then as for Cameron, we have a pop-up that reads, I understand, I'll back off. And then she also gained a sentiment from the interaction. It says here, heard and seen. It feels good being understood and acknowledged by someone you care about. And then let's see if Cameron got an interaction from it. He did. Respecting boundaries. Cameron understands that space doesn't always mean rejection. Okay, period. Instead of overthinking, this Sim is okay with also enjoying their own time alone. You know what? W character development. All right. So that is that mod, and it can get messy, but I definitely feel like it adds a layer of realism to your Sims relationships. The final mod I'm going to be showcasing for today is a functional Pilates board. And so here is what the board looks like. It comes in various pastel colors. Chastity's favorite color is baby blue, so this one is perfect for her. But what we're gonna do is have her do a Pilates workout. There's 3 to choose from. We can do an ab and core workout, a push-up workout, which I guess is working her arms, and then a glutes workout. I think we're gonna do the ab and core workout first. All right, Chastity, come on now. We've been filming for quite some time. I'm ready to wrap it up. So she's currently doing a Pilates workout, and it does come with custom animations. I will say that sporadically she'll stop doing the workout and just stand on the board, which kind of breaks the immersion a little bit. I'm not sure if that's something that will be updated in the future, but other than that, the mod works pretty well. See what I'm talking about? Like, girl, why did you do this? And then she goes back into the workout. To me, it's a minor issue. Like, I'm not too upset about it, but I definitely wanted to give a heads up for those that are interested in downloading this mod. But as you can see here, she's gaining her fitness skill. And when she's done with her workout, she'll also get a custom buff. She finished her workout and she has a fine buff from being in the flow. Breathing and movement in sync, everything just flows. So I'm gonna have her do one more routine. We're gonna do a glutes routine. I think she was about to go look up woohoo techniques again, y'all. Chastity is so freaked out. Like, homegirl, please be calm, please. All right, Chastity finished her glutes workouts and she has a happy buff from it. It says here, a good workout always boosts the spirits. And so that is the Pilates mod, and I definitely see myself using this one pretty frequently. But that is going to wrap up my mod showcase video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found a few mods that you want to add into your game. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like and comment. I would definitely appreciate it. YouTube also has a new hype feature where you're able to hype up videos, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would hype up this one. If you're interested in more mod showcase videos like this, I have a whole playlist on my channel, but you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss the next mod showcase video that I do. I am so happy to be back on YouTube and making Sims and gaming content for you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video.